Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 28 of 2016. It is July 11th. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only, to support your knowledge in the market, see what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, Olympics. 3 weeks away. I'm stoked, but let's get into the market. That wasn't as stoked today as we began week 28. That's right, week 28, day one on the economic calendar. It was pretty lonely here. Take a look ahead. We'll take a look ahead at the end, but here we had a couple Fed speakers up today and didn't really manage to move the market that much, as we only seemed to finish up with 5 setups today, 57 ticks in total. Yikes. So hopefully the week will get better. Taking a look at the, actually, let's jump right to the, that's what I wanted to see right there. That was the overnight session. Nice move from the Sunday open. All 5 charts in the green. Very nice move to the upside. That's what we're looking for in the intraday session. Now this chart I wanted a little bit later. That's all right. We'll come back to it. So there it was. There was the market open with the buy signal to the upside. Above the T3 moving averages here on all 3 indices. Again, momentum not too bad out of the gate. Not exactly all 5 charts in sync, but to the upside, we had a nice first move out of the gate. And there it was, all 3 charts to the upside. We could see jumping in, manage a little bit. Hey, leaving the bias out the door. Who cares which way the market's moving, as long as the ticks are upside and or downside, doesn't matter. As many charts in sync, and taking the risk on it and then exiting the trade at some given point. Trade management, that's what it's all about. Let's jump right back to that chart that I was just showing you. Yeah, back here. Price management, once that move, actually, let's go back a chart. Got my charts messed up here today. All right, there we go. So there's that move on the NQ. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show you that on a multiple time frames, as we saw the increased probability of the move here at the open. You got T3 moving averages upside, holding above the 50 T350. So these are 250 period moving averages, set to a little bit of a different study. But either way, price action's holding upside. You're in the green. You're in the green. 50 breaks above the 144. So it might not have been exactly on the first bar. It might have had to wait 2 bars like I exactly did there. T3 moving average. Break above the T350. So you got the green on the right. You got the break above the technical momentum here, which gives you eventually 5 charts in the green. And you managed it up on the way up. Either one off or ride it up till you get a first one red candle, and then you take your first contract off, move your stop to break even. A variety of different trading management styles. But again, nice move here on the NQ. Same follow through on the ES and the YM. Again, a step-by-step process each daily, analyzing the setup as it happens. The risk is on. You take it. You don't take it. That's right. You let it go. And that's exactly what I did today. I let it go. I actually let some of these moves go as price action continued to lift up here in the this is the mid AM session to the lunchtime drive. There it goes on the way up, and just happened to let those go. Yep, that whole entire move right there, price action to the upside, buy signal. Again, taking the early move. So here's your full session, transparency, buy session, buy signal up here at the beginning, and eventually price action. Actually, why did I take this? I got only 2 charts in the crossover. Well, AD line is downside. AD, Advancers Decliner, is dropped here. Tick counts in the red. And I got price action momentum moving to the downside as not only the AD line, but the 5144 was just starting to go red. Or at least price action was underneath. So was that the best of setups? No, it wasn't. Was the risk increased? Yes, it was. So it ended up bailing, but that's okay. Break even. Took 10 ticks out of that. But there was the next best setup to the downside. But again, not as many charts here at the end of the session. The key for me was what was going on in this PM session was bar action was basically not moving. I had 1 bar forming for an entire 5 minutes, for an entire hour. So I decided to stay out. All right, so there was your NQ. That was your ES session. Again, a little bit of a move at the beginning with 4 charts in sync. Not a bad move. And again, pretty much let that big one go. But when I'm sitting watching price action here, not really moving, this was a couple hours, I say I'm going to let that one pass. So there was the ES and there was the YM. Again, not much price action here. There was your first entry. So, you know, it comes back down to right there. That's the charts I'm watching. Watching the higher time frames. I'm in the green. I watch for the entry on the smaller time frame. I'm watching the 50, 144 where price is in relation to it. You take the entry. You manage it on the way up. All right, let's get right into the AD line. Let's take a look at the charts. Here's the AD line again, down the side. So if you remember from the charts, we just said AD line was upside. I'm sorry, AD line was downside and price action was upside. So a little bit of a confluence there, divergence of where AD line advancers, decliners are. But on a 1 minute chart for the first 30 minutes, this didn't last too long and actually ended up coming upside. So AD line was in sync for those first 30 minutes as that move started to go upside. All right, so price action downside pretty much just fizzled out, and there was that move in the afternoon as AD line coming downside, so not too bad. 5 minute chart on the crude here, and very nice. Price action on the crude continues to move down. There's the daily gap, closed it out, bounced back up to 25-minute open range, back up to daily gap, and closes out near the cam low. So again, all these lines, you could trade by the lines any day. I like trading by the momentum as long as you're in trend, but you should be aware of them. They're levels of concern, like we call them, and they're out there. And you got probably a level at each line on the chart. So you could pick them all. You could pick none of them. You could just trade the candles and momentum. And taking a look at the 3 indices, here's ES locked into the 25-minute open range until the breakout here up to today's, pretty much forming today's high. And then Globex high really, you got to pick a zone. I'd say we really didn't break out much above the Globex high by maybe 2 points here, so pretty much stuck to it. Taking a look at the YM, again, stuck inside the range until we broke out to the average high here and right back down to the Globex high. And same picture on the NQ, sticking to the 25-minute open range, finding support down here at almost R1 and back up to today's high, average high, finding the resistance right there. And again, that average high is plotted right at the beginning of the market open. So that's not something that is plotted mid-session or during the session. That is plotted right at the beginning of the session. So nice way to see that sometimes price sticks to that. Doesn't always, but a lot of times it does. All right, let's take a look at the Fibonacci levels. How did we do this morning? Trend predictor was long from the open, and price action there it was all the way up to the Fib level, to the T on the NQ, to the T plus some on the YM, just missing it on the ES, so we didn't manage to get up there. Taking a look at the daily gaps, how are we doing? We're leaving daily gaps behind as we see the YM up here with 18079 and 1895 in the past. We got and behind us we got nothing ahead of us on the YM or the ES, so we just continue to leave open gaps down below, way down below too, which just tells me at some point, yep, market will return to the lows, and while it might not be now, it might be sometime in the future. Momentum obviously at this point is all in the green. Also NQ with the only one with 2 upside levels all the way up to 43.50, which is very possible at this point. Crude again closing out all gaps. We do have gaps upside that you might have forgotten about that, 55.41, but crude exactly not being able to hold upside, so perhaps 40.24, 37.90 might be more possible at this point, as we'll take a look here at the daily pick in a bit. Volume profile, again, VPOC to the upside. Thought we might go close those out today on the YM, but not enough. Nice volume profile today. Outliers at both sides on both the ESNQ and YM over here. Just kind of sitting out here. And then plenty of room to the upside as the 600-day VPOC 48.30 up above. Look for the gray line on the volume profile, 2093.50. So VPOCs, 600-day, we are sitting above those 600-day VPOCs, which is down here below, all the way down at 42.90. All right, let's jump right into the daily trend, and then we'll put this all together. Well, how do we play this out? Taking a look at the crude again. Crude, where was the best of setups? Most likely towards the end of the session when you had all charts in the red. Risk is on over here with only 3 charts in the red, but not a bad entry. Pullback right here to the downside. So crude pretty much sitting in between the Globex high and low. Taking a look at the YM today. YM again opening above that midnight open. So giving us the long signal again, and based on the London session, there's that buy signal that I just simply sat out of. But there was the first initial move to the upside. Very nice move above the T350. And there's your pretty much Friday, Sunday move, lifting and continuing to the upside. NQ again, same picture. There was that first move to the upside. There's the next buy signal in the afternoon. Let that one go. And price action retreating to about the T350 and a little bit below there as it broke downside underneath the T350, giving a nice scalp entry towards the end. ES again, price action. There was that move that sat out of, again, early morning move session. Price action broke the T350 here. You could have gotten in on a scalp, but you had at least 3 charts in the red. But again, I'm looking for as many charts in sync, or at least the momentum shifting that I saw up here. Bailed there and decided to let that one go as it moved all the way down to almost just about the midnight open. Take a look at the GC. GC again, price action to the upside. Very choppy on the gold. Didn't really go much anywhere today. As you see, just coming back again. It was the overnight session that was really down on the gold. You can see here. So very smooth, nice, making lower highs all the way down. And eventually U.S. session pretty much just chopped it out. So gold much nicer on the overnight. Take a look at the euro as Brexit makes some decisions here. New prime minister coming into play, resigning, new leader in the House coming up, and pretty much euro sticking to the time frames. But again, ticks are ticks. Look for the signal. As many charts in sync. There you go. 1, 2, and 3. I'd wait for the breakout above the T350 here, and then you got 50 above 144. That's our third chart down below. So nice move to the upside up to the GlobeXI, and then best of the best setups right here. Buy signal upside, already sitting above the T350. So I would have opted for this move in the session. Again, it's not getting every single move. It's about finding the best of the best moves and taking the risk on. All right, let's take a look ahead as we move into week 28 here. Let's take a look at the daily big pick. Here's the crude again. Crude still maintaining to the downside as price action bounces off that 50 on a 4-hour chart. Now in the 50-144 gap. So again, likelihood of crude still continuing downside, at least on an 8-hour chart after 2 indecisions. Downside looks greater. Again, we're watching the daily gaps to the downside as viable levels of concern. We watch the VPOC as well. We're holding, and we look downside here, 41.20 next VPOC to the downside as well. So as long as the intraday shows the moves, always be ready in both directions, but as long as the bigger picture continues downside, we look to the key levels like here on the 200 period moving average is also a level for support if we come back upside. Take a look at the 3 indices, drawing some new lines up here. These are former, let's go ahead and show you where I got those from. Again, former lines, former highs as the market continues to rally up here. Again, we'll go ahead as we push up side to draw those lines up there as well. But more recent highs within the last month here. See if price action holds off. There's the NQ. Volume under par today on all 3 indices for a Monday. Again, upwards trend on 4-hour charts. Watching to the Fibonacci, we drew a Fibonacci here on Friday to show from point A, point B, pulling back to C. Down here, 43.6675, hit fib target 1 there last week as we migrate upside to 46.52. So what's the probability up there? Well, as long as the 4-hour holds up and we got the intraday setups, we got daily gaps up above that we can go close. We got VPOCs as well up above, so watching for the intraday setup like I showed you there on the charts with 5 charts in sync. Well, the trend is more likely to get there. You got to always be ready in both directions. If you're trading the ETF or anything longer, again, you're always looking for the earlier entry on a pullback, which most likely would have been, you know, back here, and you'd still be holding on. Why not? You have all charts in the green, so you're holding. So again, if you're looking for a new entry, I would wait at this point, especially in the ETF or anything option related. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the market cap leaders and see how that plays out, especially on the stocks. Take a look here at Apple as price action again on the bigger picture, still sitting to the downside underneath the 200 period moving average as it approaches the 144 on the Apple, but we are all green on the shorter time frame. Again, I want that 15-minute bar back upside, but I like the idea that we're breaking the T350 here on the 100 tick. So all levels of concern up here got a ways to go on the daily to change a trend here. We do have an open gap up here, 103.91 on the Apple, so that is a very viable target. 52-week low down here, still at around 89.47. Take a look at Amazon. Amazon again ruling the roost here as we head into Prime Day this week. Amazon here with a nice move to the upside. 15-minute, again, a little pullback here today. Price action, again, offering an opportunity to get back up as the 4-hour chart now holding upside above the 50 EMA, holding upside on the bigger time frames. Gotta love it. Again, you said you chase the highs. Well, that's up to you if you find value there. But again, the optimal pullback would have been back here last week as price action crossed over on the short-term charts, which is all on the left, as the bigger time frame is holding upside. So again, if you're looking to get in, I'd wait for this price action to continue the trend to the upside on the 3 charts on the left, being a 50 tick, 100 tick, and a 15-minute chart, as the higher time frames are showing still to the upside. Amazon again in the news today. Looking at the alphabet here is price action holding upside. Let's get the Goog to load here. It seems like we're having a, there we go, and let's go. We're gonna load here today. All right, sorry, I had to take a break there. It wasn't loading as quick, but anyway, let's jump right into Goog here. Is Goog making a nice alphabet upside as of last Friday, as the market's been rallying up here? This is what we're looking for, and again, looking for the pullbacks underneath the T350, breaks upside above the T350, and there was your move, both on a 50, 100 tick chart, and the 15-minute chart. That's what we were looking for, which keeps you in the uptrend. Now, as we swing up to the highs here, watch the market at the resistance at the 200 here on both the daily and the 144 on the 144, the 4-hour chart on the 144, as we continue to the upside. All right, taking a look at Netflix, price action, again, having a challenging time. I wouldn't jump in on Netflix yet. I wait for the 50 tick to go green above the T350. On the 100 tick, I'm holding upside, waiting for the 15-minute chart to get back upside. We are in the gap here in the 50 and the 200. So Netflix, not really a go yet. I'd wait a little bit. We'll watch this day by day, look for the confirmation to the upside. And finally, looking at the Starbucks. Starbucks, again, also having a little bit of a challenge up here, but we are sitting above the T350. So at least on a 50 tick, love the pullback, waiting for the move back to the upside. 100 tick confirmed, 15-minute, just waiting for that to break back upside again in the same gap that we just saw that we had on Netflix. Daily's got a ways to go to get upside, so I'm watching not only the 4-hour chart, but the 50 and the 15-minute chart, and then I would say the trend momentum to the upside would look much stronger. All right, as we head into the tomorrow and what we're looking ahead for this week, again, multiple Fed speakers throughout the week, so keep your heads up. Look to the MBA mortgage applications this week. Look for EIA on Friday. That's really jobless claim and PPI, but a couple Red Star events on Friday. But it really is get those multiple Fed speakers out there, and you got a lot of talk and huzzbuzz. All right, guys, we're into week 28. I wasn't able to, I'm going to put on hold right now my market cap leaders. Again, a post that I usually do on the weekend, going ahead and reassessing some things there. But again, futures ETF market cap leaders, where each week I do the market outlook on the weekends. Might be shifting that into the week instead of the weekend. It's a weekly supplemental. Again, doing a lot of the stuff that I just covered, but again, I'm trying to cover more of that during the week as well. Hey guys, went ahead and put out a tweet today on this book here, Day Trading Secrets by Kevin Walsh. Good read. It's a free publication there on Google Play Books. Not bad. It's basically everything I reaffirm in the live trading room all the time about discipline, and the holy grail and the search, and some basic key foundations, whether you trade stocks or futures. Love the read. Good read. Just kind of reaffirm what trading is all about. All right, that concludes the daily trend for today, July 11th, as we head into week 28 here. Please feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra of one simple strategy: any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. And as always, leave your buys at the door when trading. Hey guys, have yourself a Blue Zone day, good night, and I am stoked the Olympics are coming. Good trading to ya.